All right, this is your project or short essay really in static electricity where you're going to look at two possible reasons or explanations, scientific theories as to the origin of something and how we could determine which one is true. And these are the goals here. You're going to be looking at information on two topics, the cave of the swimmers and fulgurites. I've included a picture of each of these things. Oops, that's a bad word. Remember, don't use the word thing if you can help it. So I deliberately did that. What should I change that word to from things? The picture of these two locations, these two, get the idea? It's very easy to try to replace that word thing after you've written it. But anyway, here are two pictures. This is what's called a fulgurite. It looks like a petrified chunk of rock sitting out here in the desert. And the cave of the swimmers is in Libya, and it's a cave where the paintings on the wall are kind of debatable what they're for. So what I want you to do is look at the two theories as the origin of the cave of the swimmers paintings, what they meant, and how these things called fulgurites and your studying of static electricity might help you make a decision between the two possible theories. So in other words, does the fulgurite provide evidence for one of the two competing theories as to what these ancient paintings mean? So I want you to start with 1 through 4, then come back to this point. I want you to start off with a strong statement of intent or thesis. What is the scientific reason you are doing the assignment? And if you were writing this as an article in the magazine, how would you hook the reader into continuing? A punchy opening. That is something you can create at the end. What I want you to do is look at the cave of the swimmers, tell me where it is, when it dates from, also what is special about these paintings. Explain the two main theories as to what the paintings show, and if one of these theories is true, what does it tell about the climate in ancient times at this location? You'll look up at a fulgurite, how it is created, what conditions are necessary to create the phenomenon, and then explain how the fulgurites are indirect evidence of climate in a region in ancient times. Do the fulgurites contribute evidence that supports one theory of the cave painting more than the other? Watch the depressing video clips I've given you on the English Patient, written by a Toronto author. And then I want at least 3 pictures in your answer. A map, a picture of the cave, and more fulgurite pictures. Some students have even zoomed in on it on Google Maps and included actual details there. If you use any sentence directly from a source, please put it in quotes. It's not hard to do, and then toss the reference in underneath. If you find anything cool, like making fulgurites at home or artwork, you are free to include, but they are not required. And I would like your sources. You can put them in as a footnote. A footnote is terribly easy to do. You can just simply go, oh, I used a source here, so I'm going to go, I'll have to take it out of this mode, insert, footnote, and you go, I found it on my own website. I am the source. Okay? And you're done. It doesn't take a terrible amount of material to go ahead and do that. And then it should show the little reference there. That's all I would want. Share it with me immediately. Okay? So that's all it's going to be to do this assignment on the English Patient, or the Cave of the Swimmers, which is in the English Patient. If you really love reading, grab that book. It'll give you quite a test of your reading skill.